No, that's worse.
How we look right there in front of you, Roy?
Huh?
How we look in front of you?
It looks fine to me. That's what I'm saying.
All right, all right, all right.
I don't know, right?
Now we tuned in live pregame with Alex White,
Dan Stiegler.
live in effect, getting our mic right. It's a little windy out here in Atlanta, Georgia. This is our fourth week of the MVP Collegiate League, live in effect, man. We're happy to be here at the home field for Maynard Jackson, man. How you doing today, Des?
I'm doing good, man. It's always a pleasure to be here. Beautiful day for baseball.
We here also with our cameraman, Mr. Roy, Black College Sports Network,
The real MVP.
the real MVP of our streaming service, man. Shout out to Roy. But we came on today just to want to talk about the Collegiate League. Think it's going well these first 4 months. I mean, these first 4 weeks. We got a couple, big names into the league this year. Getting ready in 2 weeks, man, for the All-Star game, July 11th at Redan High School. We're gonna do a Collegiate League showcase from 2 to 5. Then we're gonna do a 300, 400 kids clinic with Atlanta Gas Light Company. And then we're going to do a home run derby, and then we're going to do the big All-Star game, man. So who are you looking forward to seeing in the All-Star game, Des?
It's a lot of guys who show me some tools. I say that here at in the Collegiate League, but definitely I would say this: that top of the lineup for the Bucks is they're very impressive. So offensively, I'm gonna go with Alex Glass, Draylon Holmes, Devin Lee, Kanias Davis. I'm gonna go with the top of the order from the Bucks.
Yeah, for the Magics, they have Sam Swain, Jaden Kemp, who's been balling. They just added from Nicholls State, Narvin Booker.
Probably the fastest guy in our league.
Yep. With Booker, they Nicholls State end up winning their conference and making it to the doggone the regionals.
So definitely looking forward to seeing him on the workout, the pro day. See what that 60 time.
See what the 60 time look like. See how they progressed. Over here for our commissioners, Jason's team. I know he have his lefty that's at Stillman. He has Raymond, who he loves. Overall, man, I think the Collegiate League can really compete with anybody else in the Collegiate League, especially in the All-Star game.
Very balanced this year. We added some live arms. I will say that. Some guys who are going to play over at Claflin University who's been very impressive in the Collegiate League. Claflin obviously stepping up to the Peach Belt Conference. So you got to have some guys to compete in that conference, obviously.
Yeah, man, moving over to, what we talk about a lot is just college baseball and where we at in the state of college baseball. And a lot of times we talk about HBCU baseball. Recently we put up a poll, our first year doing All-American first team. We got a little slack on HBCUs not being represented. And we had, I had a problem with that because nobody really covers HBCUs like we do. Right.
So to address that, while both of us are here, it was something we talked about obviously with the dynamic play of Christian Moore. Christian Moore has probably had the best season in college baseball. For those of you who don't know, Christian Moore is the second baseman at the University of Tennessee.
Yep.
So it started off as a conversation that me and Alice was having in Houston for HBCU weekend, obviously where we were putting the best HBCU baseball players on a platform that nobody else was doing. So
right.
just thinking about the other sites and other brands that push baseball, we decided to come up with our collegiate All-Americans and our college player of the year.
Yep.
So for the people because we're all over Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and we did see some people in the comments like, how could we come up with this list with the name of our company being Minority Prospects and not have an HBCU player on there? But obviously the title of the post was in all of college baseball.
Yep.
So just don't lose the fact that we cover all of baseball. I know it's Minority Prospects, but
it's more than HBCUs.
Yes.
Right. We serve HBCUs at the highest level, from making sure they get money to helping with recruiting to creating the first HBCU All-Star game, baseball and softball.
Yeah.
But again, we still don't want to shine out on the top black players that's in Power Fives.
Now, and the baseball piece, we didn't miss. To be quite frankly, and to be honest, I played in the SWAC, so I understand the jump from the SEC to the SWAC. So we are not two guys that just have opinions
For sure.
and a lot of followers and just putting stuff out. We actually know, we see the players, we go to the games. So a lot of the people who were in the comments, not to name anybody, but you haven't been to a HBCU game in probably years. So you don't know the landscape of the land. Like, you don't know what it takes to actually play in the SEC consistently. But, I mean, there are some very, very good HBCU baseball players, and I'm not taking nothing from them. But I am acknowledging the fact that the SEC and the SWAC
it's the cream of the crop.
It's just two different worlds.
It's no conversation. It's just like if we would have put out a list that said the best football All-Americans in the country, nobody would have gave us slack on putting all SEC players in there, because at the end of the day, it's levels, right?
It's two different worlds.
And you may have one or two guys that can play in the SEC, just like Tyler Hawkins was a former SEC player, ACC player, end up coming to Southern and had a great year,
so,
right?
Yeah, you do, and you, like he stated, we acknowledge with the transfer portal and how it is now, you're going to have some guys that bounce back from the Power 5 conferences that come down to the SWAC. And you see it then, like, there's a difference. Like, it's a physically, first off, it's a difference. And what we always talk about here at the Collegiate League, to be more specific, the biggest difference from the SEC and the SWAC is on that pitcher's mound.
Yeah, the consistency. So, with the thing with the SWAC, we may have one guy or MEAC or different conferences in HBC ball. We may have one guy that's high 80s, low 90s. When we talk about LSU, everybody on that 18-man roster of pitching is going to be 88, 97, right? And a lot of times we was there when Southern beat LSU, and LSU didn't throw their ace, right? Neither did Southern either, right? But just to be realistic about it, mano y mano, it's just different levels. And until we, our goal is to get the SWAC and the MEAC and different HBC conferences to that SEC level. But all that starts with recruiting, man. We got to get some of these top players to get an opportunity to play in these SWAC conferences. But also, man, on our end, as minorities and blacks and alumni of these schools, we got to start giving back, because I can't tell one of our MVP All-Americans to go to a SWAC school, right, and their facility's not up to par. It's a bit different between LSU and Southern. No offense. It's a bit different between Grambling and anywhere else in Mississippi State, right? I think Tennessee just put $300 million into renovations this year, right? So at the end of the day, our minorities from these HBCUs are just as successful as the people who graduate from Tennessee. But we got to give back to our communities and to our schools so that they can have the resources to really give these kids opportunity in the best playing field.
So I feel like you can't really complain about the circumstances if you're not going to be a part of the solution.
I agree.
You just can't. So, and that's speaking even for myself. Like, Coach Pierre down at Grambling was trying to start something with the alumni, just donating what we could a month. It didn't. I'm not sure. It didn't really get off the ground because it just wasn't enough of us to help
Trying to do it.
But it's things like that you can put in place that each of the HBCUs can do. It's enough alumni around who are willing to give back. Excuse us, we got a little wind coming through.
Yeah, but like you said, we just got to give back, because again, it's going to be hard for us. If say Tamar Johnson went to Grambling, or the opportunity to go to Georgia, right? And I know he's going to get a bag with NIL from boosters. He's going to get $1 million. I ain't going to say $1 million. I'm going to say $100,000, and I can give him $2,000 at Southern. I can't tell a kid to go to Southern.
You can't, especially most of the kids in our community, man. And it's funny, not to put his personal business out, but we were talking about one of our All-Americans down in Macon, Georgia. I can't tell this kid to go take $1,000 at Morehouse when I know the ability that he has and he's gonna be an SEC guy.
Yeah.
I can't tell that kid that.
But the opportunity to change his family,
he can change his life.
and generational change. So at the end of the day, we got to put our kids. That's our job at Minority Prospect, to give our kids the best opportunity, one, to be seen, but also set up with baseball, with life outside of baseball and softball.
So we're not gonna wrap this. We're gonna table this. The conversation will continue as our games get ready to start, but we want to hear what you got to say in the comments, and let's keep this thing going for these 2 games today.
Yeah, coming in, put some chats or some talking points in the comments. We'll answer some questions, but me and Dez will create some type of podcast in these next couple weeks, man, where we'll just sit down and just have some table talk on black baseball, black softball, growing the game throughout the country.
Athletes.
Got him playing that damn game right here out. That club last night, bro.
need it. I'm gonna make it. We got to get one. Now in public schools, got to get one every 4 years. Look up.
Every 4 years?
Something like 4 or 5.
You need a piece of gauze to wipe that off?
You didn't get it. You didn't get it. Oh, I was just saying.
I can't cut it big as I did. Ain't always had work. I got it, man. I missed the ball though. The ball hit that line a little bit. Let me see how. Got it.
Thank y'all.
I need one of them gators. Come on, I'm getting later.
Alex. It's on, Alex.
Yeah, I know her. I've seen her before.
She's gonna be, she's a recent empty nester.
What the hell is that?
I mean, all her kids gone.
Oh.
You can tell somebody with babies.
Right. Well, you got a way to go, but it's gonna come real soon.
Yeah, can't come soon enough for me. I've been praying every day.
So you gonna feed your tongue a little bit more.
I already know.
Now her baby's gone.
I seen where they went yesterday.
Helen, Georgia.
Oh, I seen
Helen, Georgia.
shit. All them boys hit the road.
The tube and that up.
All my players, they gone now.
They staying out of trouble. They didn't want another scholarship. People want whatever competition they want.
Oh yeah, you managed that first. That's why I saw you. None. I don't think.
I was articulating.
Yep, that's what I said. That's what I said. Yeah, Eagle. Third.
Gatorade, different.
She got another baby. Thank you.
Man, what old the hell is rock? Oh, man, I don't want to see these. I'm sorry, Rob. I've been trying to get you stuff, man. You don't do it. You don't get fired.
They don't respond.
They don't respond.
Defend.
Let me tell you what you have done. You changed the game. You changed the interest. You know, all the eyes. You know, from the coaches. I know not only from HBCU coaches, but a lot of coaches in the nation. Not only because what you've done, but the way that you've done it. You know, paying attention to detail, being organized. It's an event that is fun to be a part of. And you know, you make it into a whole weekend event. Once again, you're just doing things the right way. When you do things the right way, you know, success is coming. And I'm very proud of what you guys have done. Put yourself in that situation and definitely helping not only programs like us, but you know, every HBCU to go out there, evaluate talent, see how many of those guys are fit for our programs. And I hope that it continues. You know that we have our support here, you know, from myself, my staff, and our university, and anything that we can do to continue to be a part of what you guys are doing, which in my opinion is just the beginning. You know that you have our support. I'm very proud of you guys, and it's awesome to see that you're doing it, you know, from the ground level up. You know, like I said, seeing this young man just being in here and enjoying what they're doing, and once again, that's the root, that's the base, that's what needs to happen. And then they grow older, you know, loving the game, which is really the main thing.
Absolutely, Coach Will. On behalf of Alex Wyche, our founder, and our entire staff and Minority Prospects, we really appreciate you opening up the ground level facility
Anytime.
for our ground level here in Montgomery. And we'll make sure we continue to support you wholeheartedly.
It's our pleasure, man. You guys are awesome.
Wish you the best the rest of the year.
Absolutely.
Reggie Hollins, President of Minority Prospects, signing out.
It's the mix. 1, 2, 3.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. High place.
The thing that we gotta do, especially in today's world,
Oh my.
like you said, you said the main thing. You said the facility. Actually, I was talking to the moves.
Can't even start it.
No, that's what I said. When I talked to the moves, you said the medical facility. Both high schools I went to had better facilities than 90% of the HBCU that I went and visited. Is that that's two? That is 2 hours.
top. As far as they came under the bridge. They get under the bridge. More likes. They have to hit during the day. It look like that over there. It look like that over there. I told them. Let it go. Attaboy. So. Yeah, they hit under the house. Literally.
Reggie Hollins, President, Minority Prospects here. Man, got a special good friend of mine here today, head coach of Alabama A&M, Elliott Jones. How you doing today, Coach?
Man, all is well, man. Late night for us, man, but I wanted to make sure that we had our presence here, man. It's right. What you guys doing for the youth.
No, I appreciate it, man. We got 200 plus kids out here, man. This is a beautiful thing. They're exposed to your brands, man. What does this kind of mean for you and your players to just kind of get out here and activate with these kids?
Well, being able to teach this game to the youth, I think that's the biggest thing that we kind of find a disconnect with this sport and this brand is being able to find the kids, more so the inner city kids at a young age, to try to draw their interest to the game. And that's one thing that we appreciate you guys, that you and Alex and your team have done over the last couple of years, man, to try to expose these kids and get them the experience and the exposure to things like this because they don't know.
That's right. That's right. So again, like you said, to piggyback off, man, HBCU baseball brand is something that we try to push to minority communities around the country. So make sure you stay tuned out there to Alabama State, Alabama A&M. These are two prime programs, man, that are doing tremendous things for our communities. Signing out, President Reggie Hollins.
I'll make a play.
One day, I'm gonna be a baseball star just like Josh Gibson and Satchel Paige.
Well, Swaggy, you certainly got the passion for it. You know, your great-grandpa was lucky enough to witness the glory days of the Negro Leagues.
You saw them play? The greats like Gibson, Page, and Cool Papa Bell?
Yes, son. I had the privilege of watching them make history on the field. They were like superheroes, Swaggy. Their talent and passion were unmatched.
But why did it have to end, Grandpa? Why did the Negro Leagues disappear?
It was a complicated time, Swaggy. Integration came, and the Negro Leagues couldn't compete with the major leagues. But you know, there's a legend that says when the league ended, the powers of those great players were transformed into a mystical chain.
Mystical chain? The one you gave me? Hanging on the wall?
That's right, Swaggy. It's said that the Swaggy chain holds the power and the spirit of the Negro Leagues, waiting for someone with the passion and determination to unlock its potential.
Whoa. Do you think I could be the one to unlock it, Grandpa?
You never know, Swaggy. Great things can happen when you believe in yourself and honor the legacy of those who came before you.
The Swaggy chain. I'll make them proud.
Canopy Roofing came out, gave us a whole new set of gutters, roofs, and shutters. The process started in
Why I had that good ocean wind at the bottom.
You got a lot of things. $50,000, I'll stay my ass out all phone too. First thing smoking, I'm signing it. I'm going to financial aid office right now to sign that. saying it's more like the game, but wasn't live.
Yeah, it is. It became, right?
They're the same. What it is they're the same. This is the default thing. That's
legendary. Morehouse College. What's up, Coach?
Tired, Coach.